Let's move on to defensive rookie of the year. This draft was sort of one I recall that didn't have exactly standout defensive players on it, and they were all much of a muchness in a way, but there's still certain guys in there that could be interesting. There's a few edge rushers in there, a lot of corners as well, taking that first round and into the later rounds. I believe, Adam, if I'm right in saying the betting show you did on Saturday was to do with all the awards, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And actually, one of them has moved quite a lot. So I can only tell you Andrew's been putting money on it. So,
well, make sure you guys go and check that out if you're into this. And do betting. We've also done that and lined that together. So why don't you tell me, guys, your defensive rookie of the year? Oh, 2 Laiatu Latus and 1 Jared Verse. And funnily enough, so as Andrew has gone Jared Verse, so I'll stick on you, Adam. Obviously going to the LA Rams along with his good pal, the defensive tackle whose name has just escaped me, Braden Fisk.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like sometimes it's fit for these players, and I think this fits just perfectly, doesn't it, for the ex-Forest edge rusher.
Yeah, I think he's going to be very good there. It's a bit of a new sort of unit as well on that D line with Aaron Donald now gone. I know Colby Turner did really, really well last year, so I'd expect him to sort of go in where Donald was. But yeah, Jared Verse, very good edge rusher. My favourite edge rusher is Laiatu Latu. I think he's a great edge rusher. I just think that Verse is probably going to get more sacks. I think he, as Andrew was saying at the weekend when we did the betting show, he is very much a sort of like your kind of more normal edge rusher. You know, Laiatu Latu is very kind of it's about technique and moves, whereas for Verse it's kind of more, you know, get straight down there and attack. So yeah, and also he's the one who's moved. So like I say, I think Andrew's been backing him. But yeah, I do like him. I love Latu. I think he'll do really, really well. And I think it'll go to an edge rusher rather than corner, just because they have more of the plays. So yeah.
Unless someone had a spectacular interception ratio or year.
Yeah, of course. There is. I mean, there was one. Was it for the Cowboys? Won an award. Yeah, did Bland win an award? I think at one point.
He was on that. He was on that crazy.
Yeah,
crazy run
so it can happen. Corners can get it. I mean, I do like. I mentioned Terrion Arnold and Quinyon Mitchell because they're both on teams where the corner position was the kind of weakness of the defenses of that team. So if they do come in and do well, I think that they have a chance of winning this. But it just normally always goes to an edge rusher.
And it sounds like Laiatu Latu more the finesse and Jared Verse being more the missile guy, the downhill guy.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's kind of the difference between the two. And like I say, I love Latu, but I just feel like Verse is probably going to put the numbers up more.
Yeah, I mean, Laiatu Latu, Sky, I'll go to you on this one. Yeah, I think he has got a real opportunity to do really well at the Colts, but I think that DeForest Buckner being centre, he's sort of like the prime guy in in that defense, isn't he? But then again, if they focus on him, maybe Liatu's got that finesse to be able to challenge the tackle.
Yeah, and to learn from him as well, and then to sort of build on the second half of the season. We see loads of these edge rushers when they're rookies. The second half of the season, they get into grips with, you know, opposing O-line schemes, etc., and they push on. And I just think the reason I picked him is because I remember saying in the previews, I see the Seahawks, I don't know where to place them. Whereas the Colts, if they get into the playoffs, I mean, they're only a couple of plays away from doing that last year. But if they do, then I think accolades start to fall to your likes of your Anthony Richardsons, Latu, you know, those young playmakers. And also, I did see that from 2006 to 2012, it was like 5 of 7 defensive rookie of the years were linebackers. But then, like Adam was saying, in the 11 years since, it's been like 7 times to pass rushers. So it just shows how much it's gone towards, you know, interior and edge players now.
It's definitely gone to a more favourable award that way, hasn't it?